welcome the viewers to another episode of our program New Kuwait. In our program, we will shed lights on subjects related to our development and of course our futuristic vision of a new Kuwait by 2035. In today's episode, we will talk about Kuwait's bilateral relations with other countries. Today's episode, we have the honor to meet with the Ambassador of the Republic of Malta to the State of Kuwait, Professor George Saeed Zamit. Hello and welcome, Professor.
Thank you very much for the invitation. And I'm very happy to be here with you.
You are most welcome, and we are also happy for you to be here. Tell us about what do you think about Kuwait? Kuwait is one of the first countries of the Arab countries to establish bilateral relations with your country. Tell us about it.
Yes, in fact, Kuwait and Malta have established bilateral relations since 1972, so actually more than 50 years now.
Yes.
And since then, Malta and Kuwait have always collaborated together in various areas, and I can say that the relationship between both countries is excellent, is very good,
Yes.
and they are very warm relations,
Yes.
especially since 1990, following the invasion.
Yes.
The relations between both countries are very, very good.
Very interesting to know about this, because in 1990 a lot of countries they supported Kuwait, and good to know that Malta, the Republic of Malta is one of them. Tell us, Professor, about Kuwait. You know, a lot of Kuwaitis, they study in Malta. There is a cooperation between education and also the beautiful place or beaches in Malta. Tell us about this.
Yes, first of all, I have to tell the viewers that Malta is a small island.
Yes.
It's a small, it's a group of islands. The big island is Malta, a smaller island is Gozo. Mind you, they are very Arabic in names.
Yes.
Malta and Awdesh, very much Semitic. Yes, like any other island, Malta is full of beaches and tourist resorts, although it's also a historical island, because Malta has been under various dominations for many centuries, including the Arabs, like Spain, like Sicily, like North Africa, of course. And we still cherish that Semitic culture, which is found in our language, in our place names, in our surnames, in many expressions, which are like the numbers. The numbers are in Maltese are the same in Arabic. The days of the week are the same.
Yes.
Many place names are like Medina, like Rabat, like Wait.
Like Dar and Jabal.
Like Dar and Beit. Dar is the house, but Beit is not the house. It's the flat roof.
Yes.
So yes, as you rightly said, Malta has a long time tradition of hosting and welcoming students from Kuwait to study medicine and dentistry in particular. And today I have been here for only 5 months.
Yes.
I can say very happily when I'm in a diwaniya or in a reception, and I meet Kuwaiti former students who studied in Malta, or maybe their relatives, their cousins, their brothers or sisters who studied in Malta, and they found their future even not necessarily here in Kuwait, but even in Europe or in the United States, and they continued their education in cardiology, oncology, gynecology, even beyond our shores. I mean, beyond Kuwait, beyond Malta, studying in the United States, Ireland, United Kingdom, Germany.
Yes.
I mean, this is the most positive experience of these former students who were in Malta maybe in the 1990s, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't know.
Yes, and when you told me about the Malta, I was very astonished to see how beautiful this country is. And if you are, to the average viewer, if you don't know the geography, it's located under Italy.
Yes, exactly. Malta lies exactly between North Africa and South Europe, between Spain and the Middle East.
Yes, so, the Mediterranean.
So the fact that it is in the central part of the Mediterranean gives it that advantage of being in cross currents for many cultures, and even to to boost trade as well,
Trade, yes.
and commerce. I mean, because Malta's this strategic position of Malta gives it that particular advantage.
Yes, we will talk more about this, Your Excellency, but after the break. Welcome back, dear viewers. We will continue our special interview with His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Republic of Malta to the State of Kuwait, Professor George Said Zamit. Your Excellency, how do you think we can promote tourism between the two countries, Malta and Kuwait?
Well, tourism, first of all, one has to define what tourism is all about, because sometimes we think of tourism just having tourists visiting monuments, visiting museums, but it goes beyond that. So even if we are going to have, for instance, students coming to us to learn English as a foreign language, for instance, that is also part of tourism. It's educational tourism. One can also focus on medical tourism.
Interesting. Yes.
I think both countries, both Kuwait and Malta, have a lot to offer in this regard. I mean, even in medical tourism. I have had the opportunity here, was being in Kuwait, to visit private hospitals and see with my own eyes what this country can offer to the patient in various areas. So there is the cultural tourism, of course, visiting museums and visiting places of interest, but there is also other types of tourism, religious tourism. I mean, many types of tourism.
Of course. When you connect tourism to culture, it's very interesting to know, not only to have fun, but also to educate yourself.
Yes.
So, Your Excellency, you came here in Kuwait 5 months ago.
Yes.
So, can you tell the viewers what is your experience here, especially because you said earlier that you visited Diwaniyah, which is something you don't see.
I never knew what a Diwaniyah was all about. First of all, let me tell you something. When I came here on 28 March of this year, the very first word I said to myself when I landed on this beautiful country, I said, Kuwait is my second home.
Yes, really.
Well, and I didn't know why, but I felt something.
You felt like that.
I felt really something that made me feel at home here. And I was proven correct, because I found the people, I mean the Kuwaiti people, very hospitable, very welcoming, and they share many common values with the Maltese. Even the way people greet you, those words of peace, those words of love, of respect, which is also found in the Maltese people. We share the language. We share many things in common. Maybe we are both Semitic, maybe.
Yes.
But we have the sea in common. We are surrounded by sea.
Yes.
You have the sea as well.
Yes.
So I think this mentality, this common traits in our mentality, made me feel at home.
It's really good to know about that.
And you easily make friends with the people. I mean, even if you don't know them, you get to know them.
Yes. Here in Kuwait, we are proud to say that we are generous to everyone comes here in Kuwait. We are all welcome to come here. So you came here in March and you experienced the heat in Kuwait. And hopefully in the upcoming months it will be better. But what do you think about our tourism in terms of do we have a future in it?
Yes, I think that Kuwait has a lot to offer, a lot, in many areas, in education, in culture, in medical tourism, as I mentioned earlier on. In conferences, business, because even this is another particular aspect of tourism, business tourism. The fact that you bring people from abroad for a conference on commerce, on trade, on science. I don't know.
Actually, this is one of the subjects of our national development plan to make Kuwait financial hub by 2035. And we are now walking in the right path toward that, hopefully.
And, one area that one needs to emphasize is the fact that Kuwait is part of a region.
Yes.
It's not alone, you know.
Yes.
I'm not saying competition, but one has to see the country in a context.
Yes,
and
of
that
course.
is important.
Yeah, of course, in the GCC countries, we are brothers because we are connected to other and in the same region. It's really interesting to know all about this valuable information from your Excellency. Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
That was the ambassador of the Republic of Malta to the state of Kuwait, Professor George Saeed Zamit. And now, dear viewers, that concludes our episode for today. Join us tomorrow. Thank you for watching.